Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial and a review on two eyeshadow palettes, which I'm going to show you briefly just now. So if you guys have seen my last video, the Revolution Pro haul, you will have seen that I've shown you guys one of the Revolution palettes called Revelation, and also there was a dupe for that palette, the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. So today I am going to be showing you guys both palettes. On one side I'm going to be using the Revolution Pro, and on the other side I'm going to be doing the Huda Beauty. Which eye, guys, do you think is on which? If you want to see, then you have to keep on watching. I'm going to briefly show you the palettes as well here. The top palette is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold and the bottom palette is the Revolution Pro. So I'll be doing, in this video, I'll be showing you guys, I'm going to do the exact same eye look, however on one eye I'm going to use the Revolution Pro and on the other eye I'm going to use the Huda Beauty palette to see the quality of the palette and if it is worth the £40, because the Revolution Pro palette is only £8, so we're going to see and put it to the test to see which palette is better, which maybe has more quality or better formula. Keep watching this video and you will see my thoughts, you'll see this tutorial, and yeah, just enjoy! So I've just quickly done my eyebrows and prepped my eyes slightly. I'm just gonna literally get straight in with it, like I can't wait to do this video for you guys, so let's get straight into the video. Top palette is the Revolution Pro Revelation palette and the bottom palette is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette. What I'm going to do is, we've got the two different palettes, the Revolution Pro and the Huda Beauty palette. On one side I'm going to use the Revolution Pro and on the other side I'm going to use the Huda Beauty palette. However, I am going to do the same look, so it'll be the overall same look, but we're just going to see how exactly the Revolution Pro shades compared to the Huda Beauty shades perform. One thing I do need to say as well actually is with the Revolution Pro, even though there's shimmers in this palette, the Huda Beauty palette, they're more textured rather than shimmer, so that is the only slight difference. Okay, I feel like you need to be a little bit closer to me to see what's going on here. So left eye, I'm going to go in with Passion, which is this one here. And on the right eye, I'm going to go in with Sandalwood from the Huda Beauty palette, which is this one here. So they literally are the exact same shades, like exact same. So far very pigmented. This is the Revolution Pro side. Now I'm going to do the right eye with the Huda Beauty palette. I'm using the shade Sandalwood. So one thing I noticed straight away with both palettes is they're both quite crumbly. They have a lot of fall off on them. Compared to the Huda Beauty side, I feel like this side is a little bit more deep brown, whereas this side, the Revolution Pro, is more orangey brown. So even though those two shadows do look very similar and literally the exact same, they aren't applying the same. I might end up with two different eye looks altogether. I feel like going in with like the bright pink just to see what it looks like. Shall we experiment? I think we shall. So on the Revolution Pro palette, I am going to go in with the shade Intervention, which is this bright pink here. And on the Huda Beauty palette, it is called Flamingo, which is this here. I'm actually quite scared to use this because, like, look how pink and pigmented that is. I can easily calm it down if it goes wrong, I suppose. So Revolution Pro side, this side, let us start. And I'm just going to blend underneath the colour that I just applied. Now to do the Huda Beauty side. Let's see how this pink is. Again, very pigmented and very bright looking on the brush, but we will see how this applies. This one isn't applying as pigmented as what this one did. So this one's turning out more purpley pink than hot pink. Both shadows are literally blending so nicely though. They're like so effortless to blend and they're blending out so nicely. They have like so much pigment to them. Okay, so even though the shades are like identical in the palette, I feel like they do look slightly different on the skin when I've applied them. This one is like a hot pink. This one is more of a subtle kind of purpley pink. I don't know if you guys will see it the same on camera, but in my mirror it does look slightly more subtle than the hot pink one does, so the Revolution Pro. And I feel like this side is blended in actually nicer than the Revolution Pro side. For the Revolution Pro side, the next shade I'm going to go in with is Lust. And I'm just going to do this one on the outer V. Now, that is pigmented. Did you see how much product that just picked up? Now I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty side, and I'm going to go in with the shade Bossy. And again, that one is super pigmented. I feel like with the Huda Beauty ones, they are really pigmented, but they don't go as far as what the Revolution Pro does. Like, when I've applied that in that one spot there, it's super pigmented there, but it's not like allowing me to blend it out like a lot. So I need to like go back into that shade and then try again. I don't know why, but I feel like the Huda Beauty side is a lot more cleaner and sharper than the Revolution side. I don't know if that's from the product or just how I'm applying it. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of Encore to the centre of my eyelid. And I'm going in with the Revolution side. It is a very subtle glitter. It's like matching the eyeshadow itself. And on the Huda Beauty side, I'm going to go in with Rose Gold. Now, the Huda Beauty ones are literally so chunky, like a lot more chunkier than the Revolution ones. Like, look at that. I just dropped it. I just have a big chunk of glitter on my floor. Right, so very pigmented, but I kind of hate how it applies. It's like so chunky. I look done. I will say that both shadows are like pretty similar, but when you're actually using and applying them, they're not the exact same. I'm going to come closer so that you guys can see my eyes. The Huda Beauty side does look different to the Revolution Pro side. The pigments in the Huda Beauty palette are like textured shadows, whereas the Revolution Pro only have like shimmers. So this one does look a lot more bold than what the Revolution Pro side does. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go away, quickly finish the rest of my face, and then come back to give you my final thoughts on these two palettes and the comparison of them both as well. Okay guys, so I am back with the finishing look. I've just done my face, lips and my lashes. Now, I've got to say that with both palettes, like I actually love both of them. I feel like with the Huda Beauty palette, it's obviously got more pigment to it. It's better quality, possibly better quality. I don't know if I would go as far as saying better quality, but it's more pigmented. It's got maybe a nicer formula, I would say, maybe a nicer formula. I mean, it is totally up to yourselves whether you want to buy a £8 palette or a £40 palette. So just by tiny little differences in shades or like how it blends or taking more time to blend, then I think I would go for the cheaper option. if Revolution Pro had launched this palette before the Huda Beauty palette, then I probably would have gone for the Revolution Pro palette. Just simply because the shades are literally the exact same. Every single shade is the same. May not apply exactly the same, or it's quite similar, but the quality is there. Like, you don't have to be spending loads of money to have a good quality palette or good quality foundation or whatever. Like, it's not necessary. That is my thoughts on the Revolution Pro palette versus the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. I mean, like I said in my last video, we definitely found a dupe. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed and liked the look that I've created using both of these palettes today. If you have, then leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you for another video.